Hi everyone, so welcome back, or welcome if you're new here to my channel. Hi, hello, my name is Chloe and here on YouTube I am a creator. At the moment I'm creating a lot of writing and lifestyle content, but I'm really hoping to start doing some music related content next year. So I don't plan on doing that anytime soon, but I do plan on doing that next year. Anyway, yes, welcome back. I am back from my hiatus and boy does this feel weird. And so as you can tell by the title and the coffee mug in my hand, yes, today I'm going to be doing a coffee talk because this is what I tend to do when I come back from a hiatus. And so as you saw from the little b-roll that started out this video, yes, I went for a caramel latte and it is 12 o'clock for me, so it's midday, so I shouldn't really be drinking coffee, but any excuse to drink a second coffee, which I clearly don't need because I'm already shaking, any excuse for a second coffee, I'm gonna take it. And oh, I also do have like a glass of water here with me. I'm gonna take a sip because like I'm shaking. I don't know why I'm shaking, but I think I'm slightly nervous because I haven't filmed a sit down video in a while because I'm so used to doing my vlogs now. It just kind of feels weird to be sitting down with like a full face of makeup. I mean, as you can see, like the makeup I did today really brings out my eyes, don't you think? Anyway, so today I'm doing a coffee talk because I have a lot to update you on, and I've just seen my pillow that is slightly lopsided and I need to fix that before I continue. And for this particular coffee talk, I have a lot to talk about, so I have a feeling this is going to be a long one, so you might want to grab yourself a coffee as well, and maybe even something to eat, because I know for me, I'm going to be getting food after filming. But the things I plan on talking today, about today, I'm really out of practice, aren't I, are, you know, my new channel schedule and just changes to my channel in general. Then the current situation in the UK, I'll go into detail about it in a minute, like when I get to it. Mental health, college life, and then plans for next year. And one of the things I don't actually have written down in my little pre-production notebook here is SBS, because I really want to talk about that at the end of this video as well. The first thing is obviously channel changes. I used to upload on Thursdays at whatever time, I think it was 7 PM BST, and now we are back in GMT here in the UK, so it gets dark at like between 4 and 5 PM. It's definitely strange. A lot of things have kind of changed on my channel because you may have noticed the intro card has changed, the end card has changed, my banner has changed, and then my thumbnails are going to change as well. I know I only recently kind of changed them before, you know, my hiatus, but I just didn't feel like it fit me anymore. I didn't like it. I absolutely hated it. I was just like, why did I do this to myself? My new winter berry colour I now love. That's probably going to stay until March next year, and then it'll probably change again. Oh, but actually I do plan on going, like, I've already set out hiatuses for next year. I'm definitely going to be taking a hiatus next May, but obviously that's quite far away. I'm not making any kind of announcement about that yet. My branding has kind of changed, and along with that my upload schedule has changed because I have now decided to go to Fridays for main uploads. For the time being I think it's going to be at 4 PM, but that will probably end up changing to 7 PM just because 7 PM for me just works. And then my bonus days are gonna be Mondays when I decide to do bonus content, which I will be doing most of the time, but not all the time. I personally find my like sweet spot for videos in a month is like 6 videos. So like I'm able to do 6 videos in a month. Any more than that, and it starts to get overwhelming. So there will be bonus content on some Mondays, but not all Mondays. And then I think that's pretty much all for channel changes. Oh, the one thing I forgot to mention is that I am gonna like split this into sections, so it's just a bit more bearable. Oh, that is so good. I never thought I'd be a latte girl, but oh, that hit me. I never thought I'd be a latte girl, but I am. I like my mochas and my lattes, but I don't like anything stronger than that because I can't cope with the caffeine. We are now going to move on to the next section, which is the current situation in the UK. If you didn't know, here in England specifically, we are now in a new national lockdown, which actually started on November the 5th, which is, funnily enough, fireworks night or Guy Fawkes night, whatever you call it. Yes, we celebrate the 5th of November here because I think it's like remember the 5th of November. Is that how that rhyme goes? I don't know. It's basically where we just celebrate a guy that blew up the Houses of Parliament back in the 1600s, I think. I don't know. It started on the 5th of November and is ending on the 2nd of December. So the rules with this lockdown, they are different because places of education are staying open. So schools, unis, colleges are staying open. I'll get to my current situation in, I think, one of the next sections. You know, I'm still going to work, I'm still going to college, so it doesn't really affect me apart from the fact that I can't see my boyfriend. And it's kind of a shame because it's his birthday month. His birthday is coming up. I think this video actually goes up, oh my god, does this video go up before my boyfriend's birthday? So the day you're watching this, the Tuesday, so Tuesday the 17th is my boyfriend's birthday. And it's just a shame because I'm not really gonna get to see him. I will still kind of see him around his birthday. It's just kind of a shame that we can't do anything together, really. So that's the only thing that really affects me, that the lockdown really affects for me. I'm just trying to keep my mind on the things that I can control, and that kind of leads me to my next section, which is mental health. Boy, I think this is going to be a pretty hefty section, and it's going to be pretty heavy as well, because my mental health recently has just been all over the place. It's been all over the place, and I'm not having fun, because I think some of it is partly to do with the weather, partly to do with the current lockdown situation. And yeah, I've just been struggling a lot with my anxiety and depression recently. Obviously, it's something that I've struggled with for years now, and I've kind of started to notice a cycle. First week, I'm usually like pretty happy and pretty positive. I feel like on top of the world and on top of my mental health. Then like the second week, I start getting like very anxious and I'm not sleeping very well at night. It's not good for me because I barely sleep. And then the third week, I enter my depression for however many weeks, where I'm constantly exhausted, constantly tired and drained. I just get to sleep really easily. And then there are also some nights where I'm just like, my anxiety and depression keep me up. Or like I'm depressed because I'm really tired and drained and exhausted all the time. But then, you know, I have some nights where my anxiety also affects me as well. So like my mind will be racing at night when I'm sleeping, but I'm really tired. It's just not good. And if you actually follow me over on Instagram, I've kind of started doing this new series called, like, doesn't really have a name. I've just been doing videos kind of updating with like life updates, mental health updates. So if you want more like kind of life updates like this, then go and check out my Instagram. My handle is literally just Chloe J Elizabeth, which I'll put on the screen and down below for you so you can go and check it out. So I do a lot of updates over on Instagram, more than on here. In one of the updates that I did, I talked about, you know, what I'm going to be doing about my mental health and the things I'm going to do. I noticed and kind of learned from the first lockdown, I had a really bad tendency of just kind of ignoring my mental health and not doing anything about it. So, you know, I actually ended up in the hospital in the last lockdown, and I don't want that to happen again. So this time around, you know, I'm choosing to acknowledge my mental health and stop ignoring it, basically, just because it's not good for me. So the things I'm trying to do a lot more of are journaling, you know, getting out of the house for fresh air and a bit of exercise, to just go walk wherever. Just also kind of listening to my body. I feel like that's just the key thing here. Just listening to my body and knowing when I need to stop. Pushing myself to constantly be doing things isn't good for me. It's not gonna help me in the long run, and it's just gonna make me burn out quicker if I carry on doing that. I'm just trying to look after myself and listen to my body a lot more during this lockdown, and just trying to focus on the things I can control as opposed to the things I can't control. And so basically, in summary, my mental health, I basically said it at the beginning of the section, you know, it's been all over the place, but I'm just trying to do what I can do to help myself. At the end of the day, I only have myself. I can't really be relying on other people. I know that it's, you know, great to have people around you that support and lift you up, and I kind of do have that. Like, I'm trying to build up my support system a bit more, because I recently discovered Click, which is a community online, like a website. I think it's just in the UK, click-uk.org. If you're interested, I'll leave a link down in the description if you want to check it out too, if you're here in the UK and you would like some support from other people in the same situation as you, because you're definitely not alone if you are struggling with your mental health. And I found a lot of comfort in using Click. So Click is spelled without the K at the end, by the way, and I've actually almost finished my coffee. So we now move on to college life. College life. What can I say about this? So because of lockdown, obviously I'm still going to college because students need an education and whatnot. Apparently Corona don't come for us. Which actually isn't true. I don't know how much I can say about this, but one of my classmates actually had COVID recently, and it hit them pretty badly from what I heard, but obviously I can't really go into too much detail. Well, I haven't had any contact with him for the last 3 weeks, so I'm safe, but I do kind of feel bad for him. You just don't really expect us young'uns, we're definitely not young, but I guess you don't really expect COVID to really affect us. But it does. I mean, he is living proof that it can affect us pretty badly. So we need to be being careful too. Even if we're young, fit and healthy, it doesn't really change anything. On the bright side, at least he didn't have to go to hospital. Not that I know of anyway, bloody hell. So with college, I have decided that I am limiting my time that I'm going in. So my college days are Mondays, Tuesdays and Fridays. So Mondays are my full days, so I'm still going in on Mondays, getting a lift in with my dad and then getting a lift back home with my dad because he finishes work at 5 and I finish at 4, so I just kind of wait around for him to finish. And then Tuesdays were originally campus days as well, but I made the personal decision to kind of do Tuesdays online because with everything going on right now, I just feel a lot safer at home, and having Tuesdays and Fridays at home means that, you know, I spend the majority of my time in my bedroom, so I am, you know, going out when I can. And I'm also kind of using those Tuesdays to kind of get some more sleep, just to sleep better and look after my mental health, and just looking after both physical and mental health is the reason why I decided that I wanted to do Tuesdays online as well as Fridays. The difference being is that, you know, I get my work sent to me on Tuesdays now, you know, so no one's really gonna see me. You know, people will see me on Fridays because we use like the meeting function in Teams. So that's the current situation with me. That's my current situation with college. moving on. So, I've also started thinking about my plans for next year, for like when I finish college. And obviously at the moment, you know, my plans are really vague because I don't really know what's going to happen next July, you know, given that we are still in the middle of a pandemic. I don't know what's going to happen. No one knows what's going to happen next July. No one really knows what's going to happen in January, to be fair. My plans are very vague. So my plan will either be to carry on with my current job and just kind of, you know, update my contract so I'm doing more hours, like, I don't know, between 16 and 25 a week hours, that is. Or, you know, getting a new job. I don't really know how that would work. I don't know, my plans are like very vague, like I said. Next year I also do want to learn to drive. I want to take my theory test and my practical test, and I want to actually be driving next year. So I need to get the money to, you know, be insured before I can even start learning how to drive. Because I didn't realise that you have to, you know, be insured as a learner, and then what, you have to pay more insurance when you actually know how to drive. I don't know any of this stuff. We don't actually, it's not the kind of thing you get taught in schools, is it? This time next year I would love to be driving and have my own car, but then I don't know if I'm going to be having the Mini that we've got. The thing is, I will be so angry if my sister gets that car and I don't. I'm just so, like, I don't know how to feel about it, but my sister is starting to learn to drive as well because she turns 17 this winter in December. Now it kind of just feels like a competition, like who can drive first, you know? So that's kind of like the reason why I want to get started a lot more with this and get the ball rolling. So that's kind of like my plans for next year. And then the last section I'm going to talk about is Scarlet Blood Skies, because I do try to do like a lot of updates over on my Instagram. I haven't done one recently. Maybe I should start doing them as an IGTV as well, because I mean, or they could just stay on my stories and just save them as highlights. But I feel like I haven't done like an update on Scarlet Blood Skies in ages. So at the moment, yes, I finished the third draft. When did I even finish it? October? So last month, but I can't really remember when. I think it was before the half term. I must have finished it mid-October. So I have recently been doing my third draft read through because the plan is to finish that by the end of this month, so I can be implementing my own feedback into the fourth draft, which I then want to be done by the end of December, because once I've done the fourth draft, I then need to kind of read through the entire thing again and come up with all of the beta reader stuff, because I plan on sending to beta readers in January 2021. There will be some sort of announcement probably next month about looking for beta readers, because I think it'll be when I start doing like the fifth draft or sorting out like all the beta stuff in December. Be on the lookout for that. I'm gonna have to do like a whole separate video for that, aren't I? Because like I want it to be accessible to people, because I don't want it to be like a long video, but like it'll be a whole separate video just all about the book, the target audience, just all of that will be in a separate video coming probably mid-December, fingers crossed. And at the moment I am on chapter 11 of the third draft read through, and I've got a lot of comments that I've made already, and I'm just like, I don't know if I'm gonna get it done by the end of the month. At this rate, I'm pretty much doing NaNoWriMo, like my own version anyway, because I decided this year to not participate. I have a very good feeling I'm not really going to be participating in April next year either. So the next time I do a NaNoWriMo event will probably be July, depending on what's happening next July. At the moment I'm kind of doing my own version of NaNoWriMo with my third draft read through, because I have 42 chapters and I'm only on chapter 11. I need to speed up because it's like the middle of the month. I should be on chapter 21. I mean, to be fair, I could be on that chapter soon. Because like I plan on spending like this weekend, like for me, the 13th, no sorry, 14th, so the Saturday the 14th, I will probably be spending my time doing a load of book work. Oh, and YouTube work as well, because obviously I'll have to edit this video at some point. That's my update for Scarlet Blood Skies. And then I'm also kind of working on the second and third book as well, but not actively. It's just like when I want to do little bits, like coming up with names, because got some new characters to name. I've been doing little bits for the second and third book here and there, but that is pretty much all I've been doing for those. But I've just been trying to focus on the first book because I'm on chapter 11 out of 42 and I need to be done by the end of the month. With that being said, I think it's time to end this coffee talk here because I am almost running out of water. That is gonna be it for me for this video. That is gonna be it. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering where this jumper's from, it's from Shein. It's literally just this colour block, like pink and black jumper, really fluffy. I will leave a link to this down in the description below if you would like to check it out. That is going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Also make sure to subscribe down below if you are not already, and ding the bell to be notified for every single time I upload. All of my social media links will be linked down below, obviously along with my Instagram because that's social. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in my next video. Bye!